Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, anyone there? Yes. Hello, everyone. Hello. I don't know if anyone's there, but we're playing some I Love You, Colonel Sanders, and I'm super excited. I'm very sorry about my audio quality. I just don't have a good mic. There's nothing I can do about that right now. I'm hoping to save up to buy one, but until then, you know, unfortunately, you're just gonna have to do with a not so great mic. But anyways, welcome everyone, and I hope you love Colonel Sanders, because I certainly do. For reference, I've never played this game. Um, I installed it a while back, but you know, if you ever pull up a game for the first time and it makes you install stuff, yeah, I meant to start about 10 minutes ago, but I had to install stuff. Alright, so welcome to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. A game I intended to watch a while back, or play a while back, but unfortunately, I just didn't get around to it. So, let's do a new game. Oh, my name. My name is Braylon. Hello, nice to meet you. Actually, I'm just gonna stick with Berasos. Confirm. Ooh, this is really good advertising, I'm not gonna lie. Really great advertising. It's honestly making me hungry, and I just ate dinner. Oh god. I purposely ate dinner before this so I wouldn't get hungry, but here we are anyways. I'm really curious about what this game is going to be like, because the ads were really good and all the stuff is very anime-esque. I know it's a visual novel, but that's really all I know walking into it. I'm really excited though. I'm trying to be careful about when I talk, because I don't know what's going to come directly after it opening. I don't know if it's like a cutscene or something, but if it's a visual novel, probably not, but just to be safe. I am curious though on how long this is going to take. This game is going to take overall. Just because I didn't look up how long it would take beforehand. So, I'm just curious. Come on, Colonel Sanders. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it to respond. Yep, it's responding. Sorry, I just gotta give it a second. Sorry, my computer's just not quite optimized. Come on, Colonel Sanders. Don't fail me now, my love. Come on. I promise, this looks like an excellent game. I promise it really does. But, it's just having some technical difficulties right now. Maybe if I close Chrome. What I wanted to do with Chrome was keep it open so I could see the stream. But unfortunately, it's not. It's lagging pretty hard. Damn. Oh. Yep, we will end that process. We'll put up here in a minute. I promise, we are still gonna play it. I'm just gonna make my computer work first. This is embarrassing. I haven't had this happen before on stream. So... Come on. Takes you such a freaking long time to load, computer. It's not a hard process. X. And thank you to that one viewer who's still watching. Thank you very much for sticking with me through this absolute pain. If you want, type in the chat something that you're finding interesting. Or just tell me about your life and we can talk or something. I don't know. Chrome, please die. Come on, Chrome, why are you being like this? I'm just trying to pull up Task Manager. I'm very sorry about these technical difficulties, and to whoever's watching. I know that you could be watching a far more interesting stream. It's a Tuesday night. Oh, sounds. I'm getting sounds. I don't think that was related. I think my computer's just dying. Oh, goodbye. Colonel Sanders came back. My love, my dear. I cannot wait till I see your gorgeous face. Or your scrumptious face. I promise, once I kill Chrome, this is gonna work like a champ. Yes, I want you to end it, computer. End Chrome. Lesson learned, kids. Use Firefox when you're streaming. Yes, Task Manager, please. I need you. Come, do load. I do want to see Colonel Sanders' beautiful face instead of this swelling ball of death. This episode of My Crashing Computer not brought to you by a brand. Anyone. Click. End task. Yes. See, it's kind of already running smoother. End task. Chrome. End it. End it all. Oh my god, if you look at this, I Love You, Colonel Sanders is taking up so much. Come on, end the thing. Alright, and we'll end any remaining life in Discord. We will end it all. Alright, now let's get back into the game. I do have to admit, this game has a really, really solid soundtrack. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just looking at the stuff around in the room. We got the Vans or the Converse over here. We got the Rooster up here. Heart's always good. And K-pop. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack that clock up at him. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by. You find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously, or you allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. I'm gonna daydream. It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes, you're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out that door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Braceos. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot of nerves. What's the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by master chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna be great. But with University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. 3-day only? Oh my god. Sweet girl. Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Oh my god. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Let's pep talk our best friend. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? He said I was gonna die. The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? Oh, and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit. I'm trying to remember what card that is. I don't remember. I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Or a beautiful girl, you know. Miriam, don't close your options. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, you'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. This is so sweet. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. That's one perspective. So, can you believe I cut them myself? I'm not going to answer that question. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. I gotta say, the character design here is fantastic for all the characters. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Bray Sauce's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. Unlike your tights or your leggings, which have holes in them. I get it, they're shaped like chicken, but you have holes in them. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. honestly, like, that's the modern school education system. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. Miriam, you go. We're not gonna tell you or your really weird insults. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Alright? Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working on his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Ahem. Van.
You ring? Yes, I'm here.
You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they just hand us our diplomas now.
Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us.
With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Well, at least one looks like a JoJo character. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to him. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. What? Okay. That is certainly a decision, Pop. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. Yo. Cool. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Brisa, so... Are you gonna make me hold the store all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? Yeah, I suppose. In a kid kind of way. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable. It's a corgi shift.
No. Quiet down, everyone.
Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of USCAL.
Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute, and little, and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Oof.
What a cute dog is our professor. This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all those nuances of fine dining. Hopefully he doesn't shed in the soup. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly. Somebody close the window.
Oh wait, it's I'm chilly. Somebody close the window. And then he walks in. This is the smartest move KFC's ever made. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be this handsome? Time stands still. It's him.
If it's my favorite student, Holland.
Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkle. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence.
Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders.
A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a Lot.
Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pits melt into a puddle and evaporate entirely.
Hold on a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. I want to see her charge up. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your weird insults? Besides, when Bryson sweats, it's not gross. It's fucking beautiful. Just like every person watching this stream. Look at that shimmer. She's gay. She's very gay. Oh, this is a choice? Cool. I like that. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched.
Boy, howdy. This classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief.
You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look. You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? I'm gonna take the handkerchief. Accept his kindness. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it.
Don't worry, I got like 90 of these. I work for a rich corporation.
It's so beautiful. You hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor's dog steps in it to settle the class down and set some ground rules.
Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be adorable tiny food.
And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your spokes and compete in the broom cooking arena.
Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech.
Hi guys. Sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss...
Quiet!
Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue. You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in the school, with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me?
You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clegg made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny, adorable wheels.
You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referring to, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Zzzt. The class bursts into laughter.
Oh, Clink, you rascal.
Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff.
Oh, fuck. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. Here's some Flintstone gummies. You should be taking better care of yourself. CBD oil tends to help. So does smoking absolute pounds of weed.
You never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Chicken snack, obviously. This is a game by KFC. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite.
Well. I think there might be some competition for a new star student.
The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. By the way, anyone watching, if the sound just got a little bit louder, sorry about that. Shower in the next room. You see the other students eyeing you jealously. Pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. I sure do. My pockets are literally filled with them. I don't have pencils, I just have dog treats.
Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation.
As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Bracehouse, there's still a seat here.
It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested.
Buck, this is a hard... He'll understand if I sit by my best friend. And I'm pretty sure I won't survive the process of sitting by Colonel Sanders. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? My boyfriend? Colonel Sanders? He's such a magnetic personality. There's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat in there, you might have gotten to know him a little bit better. Yeah, but I can't leave my best friend. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. Jesus came back in 3 days. I can talk to Colonel Sanders in 3 days. That was a bad joke. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement.
Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Flavor.
Yay! Yay! A quiz about me.
The incredible importance and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Do you have dog treats? Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. What is my favorite kind of treat? If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking?
Extremely.
That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to
Feather.
night vision goggles. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
Spork. Especially since he said spork earlier.
That's right.
Also, they have sporks at KFC.
What food is best for a broken heart?
Anything, as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Watch me, I will fill it with salt.
That's right. Now for the final question. How much money are you going to give me? Oh, Sprinkle's a good boy.
He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. Confirmed, he is the best boy.
That's right. Your total score is 5 out of 5. Excellent. Wow. Be honest. Did you cheat?
Just on that last question. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. Colonel Sanders, do you wash your hands?
I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that's the sweetest compliment anyone has ever given me. So thank you, Colonel Sanders. Hot diggity gray sauce. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Wait. You could see my score? Did he?
I'm not gonna say shit because he's beautiful. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. I am a dog. Time for lunch.
The hell? This has been like an hour in real time. Not even. Okay. I'm fine with like literally lunch all day. Wow. The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would be serious about eating. Not gonna lie, this is nicer than most restaurants I've been to. Especially with the coronavirus out and about. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
Eat about lunch? I want lunch. No.
No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was doing some crack cocaine. Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, I was talking, you know. It's about lunch.
Everyone cheers.
But
Shh! I want to hear about lunch. I'm hungry. Look, lunch. I want lunch so I can munch. She said, shut the fuck up.
in honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. Here are your weapons.
That must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed, that smell.
You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true?
It is this?
Oh fuck. Sorry, I dropped something. Colonel Sanders lifts a bit large bucket over his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. It's a liquid tar, and he begins pouring it over himself like a madman.
It's time to tar and feather. Who wants to feather?
Piled high, a huge chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. It's not the only thing with a crispy golden finish. Don't follow up that joke. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Absolutely fascinating concept. No one has ever thought of this. It's entirely original. It's the most original thing in the history of original things. It's a bucket filled with chicken. Fantastic. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. I believe there's a term for that. I think it's diabetes.
For years, I've been developing the secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. Ignore the cyanide. It's just a small side.
You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper in their hands, scribbling notes as fast as they can.
But that's all I'll say about that. What? You think we want your stupid recipe, dude? Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. Shit, they figured out about my cyanide. Did they? I'll just have to kill him with it.
Looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at a sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, I was just writing in my diary. Dear Diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the true hands of a gentleman could fry chicken so tender. My friend isn't a gentleman. He's a rude ass bitch. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself.
Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any.
I'll take his. It smells delicious.
Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it.
He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure, dead expression. As he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed.
Easy now. There's enough for everybody. Please, my fellow classmates. Dig in. Dig on in.
You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Testing Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Holy shit, I need to go to KFC then. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. I can either focus my mind and meditate on this moment, try and identify every flavor, savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart, or swim towards the light. If I recall correctly, I heard about this from a friend. If you swim towards the light, you actually die. And I do actually want to play this game, so I'm not going to swim towards the light. I want to learn about his culinary heart. I can Google the recipe. I'm not going to lie. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love for a man. It's like, for a man? But you're gay. Described as love for a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? No, they're distinctly different. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Yes, I want this man to know that I am gay, but I really like his food. And also, he's gonna make a really jammin', restaurant. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I was wondering if I could talk to you for a second.
Anything for a fellow chef.
What exactly was on that chicken?
Crack. How bold to come out and ask.
I've come out many times. I came out earlier this week.
It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will take me my fortune and that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
What the hell is that staff? I'm not gonna lie. That staff, if you see a man carrying around that staff just casually, at least make a move. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got one of my own that I'd be willing to trade.
What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other.
What the? He looks super upset. Hey, He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aw.
You got Moxie. I'll give you that.
Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers, "Excuse me, I'm gonna get a pencil. I want to know how to kill people. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother told me. Ah, damn it. Blank. Wow, you'd never guess that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. Supermarket, most likely. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders standing in the quad.
Flexing his quads. I am the most powerful colonel in history.
Gonna take a drink now. Anyways, I'm back. Gatorade. Hoorah.
Oh, it's you again. Howdy. I just came out to talk to my crack dealer so I can make more chicken. This is how you get it. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings and think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. And they'll make a dating game about me. It's really fascinating to think.
It sounds like you got big plans.
I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Your company is a big mark, but I think this game is a bigger one. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him to show your own strength. Wow, him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest, but thoughtful. Yeah, I like being modest and thoughtful. I mean, never mind. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've gotten his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect.
I appreciate the compliment, Brysos.
How do I make my name not capital?
I'm sure you'll be a big success.
My name is actually Emerald. Just for reference.
I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon.
You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Like green beans. And more green beans. And some kind of a blue eggplant. Also lots of lemons. Okay, so the game up until now has been, like, they clearly put a lot of work into it. But those background pieces are a little lacking, I'm not gonna lie. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show off our stuff. Wait a second. Oh, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? What if I die? You're not gonna blow anything except for maybe Van. No, more likely Ashley. She might be your type. I don't know your type. You're gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're gonna earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off.
Naturally, Miriam looks over to you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonelson. That's pretty straight. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two? That is, me and you? If that wasn't clear? Wanna be my partner?
Aw.
Sure, brace us. I'll prepare our station.
Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop bzz. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Clank, obviously. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Clank, he's best boy. Do I click him? Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay. I already ate. We all did. We had chicken. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know what the assignment is yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. He kind of does have a face, though. It's a cute face. Tissue, I hardly know you. This is going great. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Hey, at least there's affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Hopefully. I pray. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Let's go.
Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. Divide them up evenly. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea.
What dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Sweet tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. My grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. And, you know, maybe some mashed potatoes?
And gravy.
I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes.
No, please. Let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine.
You could probably sell that skill. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? He's a colonel, and we're in college. That's pretty badass. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own fucking business. Sanders' heart is my business. Wait, no. Sanders' heart is my business. And you'd better keep your finger-licking good fingers off of my man.
Did someone call for me? It's time for my stand. The Man.
No, jeez, Van. I'm over here crushing Bracehaus's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Why'd be so mean to Van? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into the boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends.
Oh, howdy there. Hey, Shorty. Van. We're working in a quartet instead of a duet now.
Actually, no. It looked like Bracehaus was struggling, so he offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken is quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might have a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we complementary shadows? That we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. Just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, Hunko Hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your favorite bestie who always has your back. I'm going to turn to my partner because I trust him. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with my prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect that. Respect the format, okay? Turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right?
A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Brazos as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it.
Like a real man.
Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Brazos' natural talent or the loyalty.
Thank you. Ignore Miriam for a minute, okay? Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential.
I'm not going to make that joke.
You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. Look down at your station and realize, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Damn! Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiling potatoes into a perfect, creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor, as if it's your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere.
I know just what to do.
Colonel Sanders extends his hand, holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy bowl, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would have been very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately. You let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Just for a moment. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. Ah, Colonel Sanders.
If you love something, set it free.
Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage, without thinking, you fling this. Oh no! I'm not gonna read that. Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping potatoes and gravy, and realizing that it's delicious, horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity?
Hold on right there, Brazos. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
It's pretty clean. I has potatoes face. Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy. Pathetic. In just a few minutes. Oh wait.
Mashed potatoes with gravy. Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade. Forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
You ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. Right off the plate!
No, don't!
It's a battle axe!
Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right.
I think the octopus was rushed.
It may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic.
Too late. It has been eaten.
I think I left something in the oven.
I don't feel so good. Oh, fuck. It killed him. Holy shit. He's just straight up dead.
Everyone step back, don't take another bite.
You look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oh, fuck. Oopsie. Who let this child in? Tastes like poison. Why do you know what poison tastes like? The entire classes gathered around to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment, snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds.
I'm sure the professors here make enough money. Oh, fuck. Hello. I just turned into a
Ghost over here! Seeing that you're really shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
Gladly. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. Van Van literally just murdered someone. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky, especially since there's an actual dead body in the school. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly.
Those mashed potatoes you made in class today.
Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were amazing. tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. So I can make some drug money.
Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders?
Yes,
Brysos? There's something I need to tell you.
hold it right there.
You literally murdered someone. You are actually a murderer.
There's something I need to tell you first.
Oh, jeez. Oh no.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. Clear from my hairstyle. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star.
Oh, that's why his hair is a star.
Hey, no, shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story.
Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name?
We never learned his name. Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh.
Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The Spork Monster is here to fight our hero.
What the fuck?
I think I left the fridge door open.
Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me just as I was letting my guard and connected with another chef on an emotional level.
Be afraid. Be very afraid of me. 'Cause I'm a monster. See?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Attack or defend? We'll attack. You decide to go on the attack. Yep, I do. I do indeed. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Because there's no other attack to use. Cook with love does 1 damage.
Well, I was hoping you'd do more.
It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. I will continue to attack. Yep. It worked last time, right? Yeah. Why are you questioning my life choices? Crooked Love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Is really threatened by your attack. Oh god. Focuses the mashed mind. It draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. I'm dead. I'm dead. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I'll attack for a 3rd time, and if it doesn't kill him, I will defend. Yep, and you're gonna question my life decisions. Now. Oh no. Cook would love this 1 damage. Come on. At this rate, the semester will probably be over before this fight is. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, be going the attack once again. Yeah, crap. Spork Monster uses Utility Tensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Okay, I get it. I need to defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? There's multiple. Trepidation. You curl into a ball and cry. I'm not cut out for this. Oh, I'm not cut out for this. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge.
Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here.
Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens.
Power pitch.
Okay. Ten damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. How the fuck? An injured Spork Monster spews semen into the night. Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of the gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. Bye. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. Colonel Sanders is like,
I took way too much LSD.
it appears to at first be a cookbook, but upon a closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. That looks safe. You open the book and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. It's the dead kid. He took over the gravy. And then or the mashed potatoes that you cooked. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. And you become a fucking spork monster. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home in your tired state. You don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Sleep sounds. Ah, chicken. I'm so confused. Okay. The ghost at the end. That's fun. That's really sweet. Cool. All right. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders outright told you. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Or you offered him a trade. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. Meet up with your bestie in front of the school. I'm still sitting next to her, by the way. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Clank is amazing in bed. Oh, I know, this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like it. I called it. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. I like him. I like him a lot. Like. We got to talking after class, and he's a total sweet guy. Not only that, but he's super smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Sorry, I forgot this game revolves around Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. He was also the convertible that Krlink was the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. That's badass and really sweet. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. You're a thing now. Miriam. Definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? But Miriam... Miriam... Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. Sure. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. I'm Yandere-chan. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient! Yeah, it's truffles. Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. No, do not tell her. Love Miriam, but do not tell her. You will ruin your trust with Colonel Sanders. So, this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. I got lost. It happens a lot. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices, like crack cocaine. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Oh no, yeah, it was literally just drugs. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please. please, it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. No, don't. Nope. Make up a fake ingredient. Quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow! That sounds like bullshit. Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's on a horse. For some reason. Yep, he's on a horse. That's the thing that is going on. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. We'll have time to talk later. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. But why is he bringing it to school? There's no stables. Without even acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on the rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently.
Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. And if he doesn't, he'll make it to the highway. It's fine. It'll work itself out.
You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. You chicken sauce. What a what horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you... Dang it, that's just... You know what I meant. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. She means she wanna smash. Oh, Princess just gets really nervous around people they like. Wait, this is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and we're up. You should have. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. Yeah, no, he took me home and... Yeah. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school. Oh, no. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You know, all those are equal. You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. But he sees you coming.
Well there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Pretty great drugs.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell them to stop acting immature. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Sorry, I thought I messed up all my words. culinary school is to be respected, this kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Yum, sounds like me.
Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules. I make my hair stand up. I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you.
That makes no sense. Being the best chef in the world makes more than just culinary school. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And you certainly don't have it, Ashley.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
Actually, it does. You finally get a look at what it is that they were hiding. You instantly recognize it. It's an eye of meat. It's a book. Just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. That's really cruel. We're playing. Before you can dig in any further, interrupted by the arrival of students, it's almost time for class. Are there more students? Ah, Clank. Beep beep. Boop boop beep beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts.
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp. I will kill you with my gun. I mean, beep, beep, boop, boop. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Ooh, bitch, you wanna fight? I'll fucking fight. Womp womp. Omae wa shinderu. I mean, beep, beep, boop, boop.
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
Word. Bzz. Activating nuke. I mean, beep, beep, boop, boop. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. I have a gun. Do not come at me, you fucking scrub. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. I hate this. Ashley's tone was completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right?
Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I got a lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan.
You're dressed like a slut, honey. I'm not interested.
Just then, Professor Dog arrives to signal the true start of class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats.
I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. I'm so confused. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll review the global economy, the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken, and my second favorite fowl, my students.
You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly you do.
Which is why in 1776, at the signing of Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who signed their name.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders. You missed most of the important parts. Most. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Why are you so fucking well, Brasos?
Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want? A dog biscuit, a glass of water, a shimmering pepper. Let's do a shimmering pepper. Brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out and grab it and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat.
Yeah, big rip. Get wrecked.
Pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe.
Shit. My friend. Ooh.
I don't like that. This guy can fuck.
I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny.
Like, call the police?
All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is...
Sorry, I think I got some spice stuck in my throat.
It's fine. I'll work through. Like full LSD. To fulfill the prophecy.
There's a fucking prophecy?
You must.
You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness.
Oh man.
You come to and find everyone is staring at you.
That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever.
You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. Also, you shouldn't put it on a sampler platter. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. And I want everyone to stop staring at me. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria's lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off.
Oh, sorry. Via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. You're on. A bit of a lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it. And so be it.
I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Good one, Van. I like your grumption, Brasos. I'll be watching your performance. My hands are too perfect to cook, so I'm just gonna wait and watch.
Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll make a stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Please calm down. I'm just a dog.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe, a little sigh of relief.
At least not until we turn on the timer.
Just then, a huge light blasts in your face, flashing the words
Timer ready.
"That's what I'm talking about."
That's what I'm talking about. Aroo. I'm a dog.
I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away.
And that's an original quote by me. In case anyone was wondering, I hope its message lifts you to victory.
You want me to win, Colonel Sanders? Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now's my chance to shine. You have a cleaver. I will defeat you myself with my cleaver. I'm in danger. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on one day, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. You're making mashed potatoes again? Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly.
That's right, but how would you even get into the school without knowing that?
Yeah, I thought the same thing yesterday.
Winner gets to rub my furry belly.
Let that enticing offer motivate you.
You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say? He said 11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but you're at least headed in the right direction.
I really want someone to scratch my belly.
Now that you've gotten some of the basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What a state of mind offers. I'm gonna guess gratitude. That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Nice. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. I'd love to, but lag. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now, so where does it come from? A small town where big dreams are born. That's right. This is your shot, and you're not gonna miss it.
Haru.
You try to shut out the noises of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. Please. Oh, fuck.
Don't make me get the spray bottle.
Next question. If I didn't have lag, this wouldn't be an issue. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye.
I believe in you, Brasos.
Thank you. At least one of us does. He's actually cheering you on. That's great. I really hope I don't forget. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take in? What you were thinking. Get your mind back into the competition.
I will nuke you.
You're stranded on a desert island. Only one desert cookbook. Which do you take? It's gonna be Colonel Sanders, Colonel Sanders, Colonel Sanders. What a hunk. This is not relevant. What? Yeah, does that have to... Nothing, but it was the best choice that didn't involve us literally getting married. Woof, woof. I know. I know, and I want to. Really struggling to keep up. Yeah, Next station over. Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes it means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Brasos does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. And you don't get far by going the easy way.
Yeah, I would have loved to get the question right. You hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's over-mixed. Brasos, no!
Yeah, I know.
I can't keep up because... Rip.
what you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult.
I'm actually feeling super stressed. I don't like playing a video game and then feeling stressed. I understand it's part of... Okay, so I'm just gonna take a segment here to talk about, like, stress in video games. I understand stress is, like, an integral part of many video games, but I don't play video games to feel stressed. I play video games to get away from my stress. Just a critique for the future, like... That was very stressful because everyone was critiquing everything I had no control over. So... And I missed one question, and as a result, I lost the entire thing.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two of you on account of Resource's injury.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish.
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells you a story of excellence. I was going to ask Ray Sauce to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. I also don't like being patronized. I don't care. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette. Words. Atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, I don't know, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce.
Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Ooh. Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage. Just like internalizing everything else. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. I hope not literally. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. And they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the... Fuck.
What the fuck?
Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your... What the fuck? Beautiful weather feels like an insult inside of you as storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Fucking hell. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
I know you're hurting right now.
I'm hurting in real life.
not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. Because that's not natural.
I'm fine, can you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. It's fine. It's fine.
Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before?
That's exactly what I think.
Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated, rich. Excluding the last part. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Fuck words. Obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight.
I didn't know.
People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-cut beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been.
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give.
As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion that burns Zagras. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of.
I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world, make up for my past misdeeds.
Yay! I will punt you with my foot.
Just as your moment grows intimate,
You're interrupted just as your moment grows intimate by a threatening shadow presence. While scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster. Borko?
it is... I know I said I wouldn't be back after the whole fight to the death thing. Maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but... I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder.
Monster problems, am I right? Thanks, Borko. I'm glad that there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a sport monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were human once?
Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
magic spellbook.
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but someone along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're such a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Brasos. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. It sounds like you're about to find out right now. We should probably go back to class. Oh, this is the end of the night. You start to feel a special bond with him. Looks like you live in such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy, both, perhaps. It's mac and cheese, isn't it? No, you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? I'll reveal it. Did that not click? Click! You decide that you're ready, as you'll ever be, to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Come on, let's load. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you mac and cheese, my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' loose hideaway.
Magnificent.
Together, you chow down on the creamy slab until just a spoonful remains in the bowl.
Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later. Think back on this moment.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care.
You could.
Offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not?
Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment.
You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. I'd rather not. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about it. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders, standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them together. You look closely and see there's a short inscription. Wonder who my friend Pete is. Tap on an item to discover more about it. You look closer at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty. Wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past career and business failures." Poor guy. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. Please don't read it. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? And it dawns on you. No. Point it down to 1111. The safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. This is a crime. Keys out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. See, I'm not one of those people that snoops around people's houses. Just then the ghost of a student pops up. Are you thinking about heading into the world on a quest to avenge my death? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you?
I could just tell you my name right now. It's...
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack, and the ghost of student is swept out with the breeze. Scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? That's an interesting smell to choose. Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Those are all very distinct smells. Summer of 69. No, it's one of the secret recipe. It's... Oh? Nice. I figured out 2 of them. I know I'm supposed to see everything, but I don't want to. Let's do what most people do. Look at the pictures. An adorable little baby boy rolls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Someone who's super egotistical? Who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Okay. I get it. This is supposed to make me want KFC. I understand. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices? I don't know, maybe. There's only 3 left. I know. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Please don't take the hair. Please don't. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color, it's actually made of spun silver. What? This game gets weirder the farther you go. You notice a realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when I was alive. The little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state of bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item. Well, there's nowhere else to go. I can't go up here. Open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. Take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
Aw.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you.
Oh, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. You fess up and tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you, Colonel Sanders.
I might be developing feelings for you too. I'm concerned I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams.
Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel?
Yes, Rosos.
I honestly think this might be the beginning of something wonderful.
I think you're right. We should take things slow.
Yes! Yes! You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. He breaks your house again and to drop you off. Dream sequence. See, honesty is always the best solution. Sleepy sounds. Oh, are they flying by again? That's sweet. I'm gonna end it early because that's a long animation. You wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Oh crap, animation is lagging me. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Telling him the truth? Yeah. Yeah, you did. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. It's the final day of your semester. This is lagging so hard. You think about the new secret recipe you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Is the company admitting to committing a crime? Those thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeous plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it.
It's octopus. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up.
It's meticulous. It's just chicken and biscuits. He's just like unable to cook anything else but chicken, biscuits, and mashed potatoes. And he's just like... And then Professor Dog is just like, can you make some sushi? And he's just like, no, I can't.
Oh, are you sure? Nah, I can't. I can only make 3 things.
It does genuinely look good though. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question.
We're taking it slow. We're taking it slow. So, would you say that's the perfect match? That we're the perfect match?
How presumptuous.
My cuisine and your taste buds, that is.
Oh, yeah. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? You gotta beat Emerald. Flatter him. Flatter the man. You know, I think we might be a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window.
And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail.
Oh, so if you fail, you're going to... Oh. Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Didn't he say he wanted to take it slow last night? Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. Not again. Still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. except for Colonel Sanders. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? I've been doing drugs. Because I had one heck of a night. Clank and I, I've been so desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something happened to you, and then I realized you got kidnapped. It's okay, I was just... Spare me the details. But now that it turns out you're fine, I can get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. That would have been a great game. I would have played that game a lot. I would have very much enjoyed that game. Sorry, I gotta plug in my phone because that's how I'm reading chat. The saga of Miriam. Sure, but... God, the lag on this is... Oh my god. What? Okay. Come on. No, no. Sure, but... You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he's asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time with me, getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. It's a good thing I didn't choose Pop. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Oh my god, you did have a crazy night. Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bolting up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. Or bottling up. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Why is this a choice? Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. Yeah, I do. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
I'll have my swirly with Sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a tweet. You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. So, I literally can't.
There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? Like, oh my god, it's my spirit animal.
You got some real nerve, Brazos, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
No, you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. And I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain.
Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are going close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on.
Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Brazos, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. With my magic.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
You didn't win. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her? I'm not yandere. He can talk to other people. What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received.
Good answer. This is Family Feud. Good answer. Good answer. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland.
Excuse me, Brazos, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods.
Ah, damn it. Brazos, come on, come on.
See you inside, Brazos.
Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. No! Return it to the sport monster. Whoa, that's the book. Looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. Are you kidding? You literally have a talking dog as professor. Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? Return it to Professor Dog Ortis Spork. Or Barco. I can think of one surefire way to find out. No! You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. No! I could use this spell here. It says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub Colonel Sanders out, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. No, you idiot. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I don't think there's... What was it? No. We know it works. Don't do it. Don't be dumb. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Or return it to Barco. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. Or return it to him. Oh. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement.
I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on. But I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. There's merely a squirrel outside.
His cute little nose scrunches and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him a snack. Dog's moving. Yeah, let's wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses down on the window. The room is deadly silent. It's a squirrel. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking on trouble at the squirrel outside.
Terrence, I told you never to come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence.
Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence?
You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again.
After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professorial tone.
I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Braceos, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom, you see.
How did I remind him? But before you can go on further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. No! No! I told you to save it for after class. Bzz, bzz. No! You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. Word. But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan. J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Oh no. Beep whir. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. No.
Sad beep.
Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. Bzz. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Okay. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate.
But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam.
TM. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get a test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Miriam. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a little tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. That's a certain type of anger. How could he embarrass me in front of the class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. Silly boy. Glad he didn't die. Kind of thought that's how it was gonna go. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anybody. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. But what about Colonel Sanders? Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion or ride off to the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe, sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anybody else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show you a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, we're going to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Braysauce's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders.
Braysauce, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. There's still time before the final exam.
I'm just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you.
Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious.
You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Oh, sounds that are not good.
Okay.
Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing.
I know. My nose can smell pot pie from 400 yards away. It's kind of like a superpower. Nothing too impressive. 400 yards is 1,200 feet. That's
an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from that smell? I would kind of know it's a pot pie too.
not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust.
Now that's very specific.
And my nose is telling me something else. You have an evil book.
I do, indeed.
Oh no, is it burning?
Oh no, is it burning?
No, it's on fire.
Oh no, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. Tender, loving chicken.
Or tender loving Cheetos. But it'll probably stop burning any second if you don't pull it out.
The moment of truth. Wow.
It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left.
The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules.
There are no rules. That is except to cook with everything you've got.
It's time for war.
You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime.
You decide that mac and cheese pulls the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. My hair fell. Got a big stab. So I could be on top of my game. What is up with this? Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Wow. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. No, you don't add the R thing. I bet he's going to add some spice. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air.
Egg wash. Wash. Wash.
Miriam furiously injects ingredients to an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, Bastard Blaster. Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Is he gonna kill someone else?
Let's rock and roll it.
Ashley scoops up her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. It's a little on the nose. Even Clank gets in on it. Five dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, it's the singularity as was foretold.
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all.
Elf just Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. He just killed someone else. Oh, so he has a plug? How did he go skydiving? As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic? Even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Should I? Do it the hard way. Because we're badasses. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Colonel Sanders.
I believe in you, Brazos. I am a third year and you are a first year, but, you know, you'll be fine.
Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Brazos, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. What about your food? Miriam, what about your dish if you're here cheering? Who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. Fuck. It's the secret ingredient. Oh, fuck. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get an Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes.
It is I, Steve the Spork Monster. Steve, wait.
What happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed between your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me. Huh.
You guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup, back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactic class, and when I woke up,
You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Yeah.
never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up. Summon extra power from deep within yourself. This isn't a contest, this is an exam. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. I would love that. Not mac and cheese colored, but, you know. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for...
Yes, Racehus, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
Leave me alone, ghost. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue.
Sorry.
I hate this guy. I didn't before, but now I do. My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. Begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Yeah. Except turn back time, which would be super useful, but because while you were powering up, chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and it can't be served. What? Excuse me? But don't worry. Dear Brave Sauce, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. You're kidding, right? I have no control over whether or not it burns. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support.
I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches.
He steps up to your station and stands right beside you.
I'm here to help.
Colonel Sanders joins the battle. All you manage to make is mac and cheese. The time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart.
Hopefully you also follow the food standards.
What? Don't cook the food.
What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on.
And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects and surpass their individual efforts.
Ah. Are you suggesting
If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Walmart will hate it, but it'll be fine. Time's up, student. Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes.
a handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete? It's because one of them died. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, Clank. From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only be from one student. I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind?
Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants.
Pop, get down from there right now.
Let me guess, did Van Van have something Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? Did he? I need to know.
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
Oh my god, you literally killed a person. I thought a wedgie was a salad. I'm sure you did, buddy. I'm sure you did.
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
So is Clank, but that's also not his fault. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? I mean, you just failed college. Where you had 3 days.
Sure. That's fine. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material.
You all have a yearbook? Your semester is literally 3 days long. Why do you need a yearbook?
Wait a second. Pranks? Pranks? Clink, where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
I believe they unplugged him, which I didn't know was possible, especially since he skydived earlier. You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Did they kill him?
Somehow he must have gotten unplugged. I guess we'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects.
Actually, it's 5.
Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat.
Have you not eaten this entire time?
Miriam, please step forward, so my little doggy face can eat your tiny food. Now describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. But tiny.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto Maki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, chef! Oh no. Professor Dog is literally Gordon Ramsay.
Please call me Sprinkles, chef is my father's name.
I thought you wanted to be called Professor Dog. Yeah, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl.
Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste?
I'm good.
Oh, come on, it's not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself.
And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A plus. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours.
It's my girl. It's my bestie. Miriam is overjoyed and she gives you a huge hug. That's good. Thank you, Braceos, for helping me to believe in myself.
Man, you're up.
He literally murdered a guy.
Now describe your dish. I'm made. Uni over smooth egg custard and an axe. Hoon urchin shell.
Are those poisonous?
Topped with caviar. Did you score one type of urchin with spines from a second, different color type of urchin? Yeah, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. Yeah, a bit much is a bit of my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Woof, woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. water.
Finally, Sprinkles goes all in tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
Ouch, my tongue. My glorious puppy tongue.
The professor appears to have an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat this. I keep poking my tongue. Omega Zero. Disqualified.
Oh, shoot. That's a stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night.
Disqualified for glamour. Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me.
That's true, you have a book of evil magic. Before forcing us to endure his swallowed tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
I know. Yeah, I'm a dog. I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish.
I made... Come on, don't crash. Orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
You can smell really well. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask you that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. That's the point of eating. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Bray Sauce? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it. And did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. Why? Everything we've cooked so far, people ate.
If I
Wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to College of Eating at school for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. I heard her.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. Disqualified.
Please?
You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-face routine up. She pulls out a cleaver, and you wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either.
Is this class? If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanguinus, the final cooks, step up together. Two chefs.
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. No, now I want it.
Uh-oh.
I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays.
Just when I thought I have seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. Completely blow me away in my 49 dog years of life. I've never tasted anything so delicious, perfectly balanced, and unhealthy. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class.
What? No.
You pass, and you pass. And you get a pass.
No. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item.
This is a thing?
The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. They were supposed to be more paddles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete, everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site for the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy.
DJ Dog in the house. Oh, oh, oh.
You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did when they were villains. I call bullshit. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting.
No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. What the hell? Oh. Amusing. And now that everyone is together,
I actually kind of want to know his name.
it's the
Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out.
everyone. The Spork Monster is no more. I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster.
Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. Oh, I love her outfit. It's so cute. A red carpet rolls across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who would command such an entrance? Colonel Sanders. It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean.
Oh. Well, that explains a lot. Oh, now I get it.
And we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of such and such. Such and such.
The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? Why? I don't... What? 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 I actually feel like I knew this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? No. Not in the slightest. I don't know what to say. Say no. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. And this isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You go, girl. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. Who assumed I was a human? I could be a talking dog. You don't know. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Sorry about the lag. I didn't realize this was such a big game.
Howdy, classmates.
Oh, he wears something different. Just like the first time you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. That's great.
I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken.
Oh. Is that what he's doing? Is there a credits? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their favorite chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Yes!
Brazos, what are you doing sitting all alone?
Oh, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance.
Well, rip. I wonder, might you tell me, are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person?
Goatee from birth. Oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few.
It truly is my lucky day.
Oh, and that's cute.
Would you dance with me?
You bet. Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you.
And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Versos.
That's sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks.
Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself.
But who will help you run your restaurants? Plus, you can't have my mac and cheese nor my coleslaw without me. So, get wrecked.
I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward?
You trying to roast me? Could it be you found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Nah, because he was like, hey, can I put chicken in mac and cheese? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school.
Oh, my dear Brasos, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side.
The end. Damn. To be a product placement, that is for the company that made it, it's an amazing game. The music is really solid. Excluding part of day 2, it was really good overall. Very few issues with the game. And just overall very fun game. That took a while to play. I don't know how long that is, but so it's a very good ad. I do genuinely want to go out and buy some KFC, but being that it's almost, oh my god, it's almost 2 a.m, I probably shouldn't do that. That's I love that intro animation, but I'm just gonna stop the lag. So anyways, I wanted to say to all of you, for those of you that continued watching, thank you for continuing watching. I know I'm not the most interesting streamer, and on top of that, my mic isn't the best, but I truly, truly appreciate you coming to watch while I played. So, thank you. Seriously, thank you. And I should probably end the stream so everyone can go to bed. Thank you all so much for coming and watching. Have a great night. And if I had more people, I'd raid someone, but I don't. So, thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to follow if you want to. If you don't worry about it. But, yeah, and I suppose since I have been playing a game by KFC for the last while, I should probably say, KFC's food isn't that bad, and this game makes me kind of want to get some more. So, yeah. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to leave it open for like another minute or two. If you want to download the game for yourself, it's free. It's completely free. So, once again, thank you. And love you guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Have a great night. Once again, thank you all for watching, and have a great night.